When I say stop tripping, what I mean by that is like stop tripping and saying that you think like your life is over, right? Maybe somebody broke your heart. I get it. It sucks. But guess what? Your heart can heal. Your heart will heal with your permission. Maybe you lost your dream, right? Maybe you got fired from your job. I know it hurts, but sometimes that rejection is just setting you up for what's meant for your life. If you know my story, you know I wholeheartedly believe that. So I need you in 2019 to like stop tripping and make the world respect your greatness. And when I say that, understand every single one of us has greatness in us. But what happens is that we wait for people to validate us. We wait for people to love us. We wait for people to pat us on our back. We wait for people to tell us how special we are. Let me tell you something. If you're waiting for the world to tell you that, you're going to be waiting for a long time. Because the world sure ain't going to do it. People that you think should support you might not support you. But at the end of the day, you have yourself. You have God. Didn't nobody put me on. I want to be clear with that. RehabTime is now 10 years old. It's been a decade. But you know what? I didn't wait on somebody to put me on. I didn't wait on a TV show to reach out to me. I didn't wait on these things. I knew what God had showed me in my vision. And I said, you know what? I'm going to take with what I have. This is 10 years of work. But a lot of people don't want to put in the work. A lot of people, right, don't want to face their reality. I'm going to be real with you. Nothing's going to change in your life if you don't make changes. Period. Nothing will change if you don't make changes. And I'm not being insensitive to what you're going through. Trust me, I know it's a struggle. I know it's hard. I know it's easier said than done. But the word hard doesn't mean impossible. It doesn't mean impossible. There is more to your life. You have to understand that. But you'll never reach the more to your life by staying in the same place in your life, by staying in the same environment. If you don't get in a growth environment, you're not going to change. You're not going to grow. Some of us are expecting to go to a different level by hanging around people in an environment that keeps us at the same level. Right? Some of us expect us to know our worth and to feel our worth. We want to feel our worth, right? We're like, I want to feel like I'm worthy. I want to feel like I'm loved and cherished. But you're staying in an environment that goes directly against that. Like, I want to be clear. If you want to change your life, you got to change your environment. Change sucks. Let's be real. But change is necessary for your life. It is. And so this year, I am not turning down at all. I am not making people feel comfortable by silencing my greatness. I'm through with that. Period. Because I'm going to be real with you. And I know I'm going all over the place. I'm just speaking from my heart right now. So if I go all over the place, just follow me. But at the end of the day, most people won't show up for you until you're in a casket. Right? Most people won't show the love for you until you're in a casket. That's facts. Right? So you better start celebrating your own life. Most people won't celebrate you for you. That's just facts. If you have a few people around you that do, keep those people close to you. But at the end of the day, most people will not celebrate you. So it's time for you to celebrate you. And most people won't celebrate you till you're dead. And at that point, you can't celebrate yourself. You know, and let's be real. A man's biggest party is at his funeral for the most part. And so what I need you to do is turn up on your life. That vision that you have, turn up on it. All right, that dream that you have, whatever you want to call it, it's time for you to turn up on it. Stop talking yourself out of your greatness. Give yourself permission to be great. You need somebody to tell you? I told you tonight. Give yourself permission to be great. Stop thinking of all the reasons why you can't do it and start thinking about the one reason why you can. Stop saying, why me? And start saying, why not me? I don't care what you came from. I don't care what your circumstances were. I don't care how much somebody's hurt you. I don't care about your past. What I care about, right, is you healing from your past. And the only way you can heal from your past is to realize your past cannot control your future without your permission. You can use everything that was meant to break you to build you. Do you understand that? Everything that was meant to break you to build you. How do I know? Because I'm a living testament of that. I'm not somebody talking this stuff because it sounds good. I'm not here to get likes and comments and pats on my back. I don't need that. What I'm here to do is to help you find your worth. What I'm here to do is let you know that you're special, that you're incredible, that you have greatness inside you, but it's time for you to make the world respect your greatness. Stop sleeping on your life. When you gonna give yourself permission? Right? You didn't give everything else permission. You didn't give that person that did you wrong permission to control your life, permission to control how you feel about yourself. You didn't give society permission to tell you what you should do, what you should be. You didn't give your past permission. You didn't give opinions permission. When you gonna give yourself permission to be great? That's what I want to know. Or to release your greatness, because you're already great. Let's be real about it. It's just about you recognizing it and you actually living it, breathing it, being it. There ain't nothing special about me. When you come on here live, don't look at me as somebody, oh, I wish I could be like Trent. Don't wish you can be like me. Wish you can be like you. You got it inside you. Straight up, RehabTime was built from the ground up, rock bottom. And I want to be clear about that. Wasn't nobody bringing me on no television shows, when none of these people, in these industries co-signing me at all. Why? Because I look different. Why? Because I'm not your typical speaker. But you know what? I didn't let those things control me. I said, since they won't let me in the building, I'll build my own building. Now, those same people that wouldn't answer my messages when I would ask to speak on their stage are now hitting me up. You see how the tables turn? It's time for you to turn the tables in your life. Everything that was meant to break you will build you. All the rejection that you have, guess what? All that rejection that people are giving you, when the tables turn, it will be those same people needing you. But it starts with you. It starts with you. I'm definitely the reason why I'm glad you didn't commit suicide. Ain't no reason to commit suicide. No reason at all. When you commit suicide, you believe in the lies. Right? You believe that your life is over because something is over. Just because something is over doesn't mean your life is over. Certain things have to end so better things can begin. And I'm telling you that because I know that feeling. But I'm glad I didn't quit, because if I wouldn't quit, if I would have quit, I wouldn't be here today. I wouldn't be here today. Stop thinking your life is over. And I'm not trying to say like it's hard, it's easy to move on. Don't take this from this, okay? It's very hard to move on. It's very hard to progress your life, but it's possible. So when you look at me, let me be inspiration to you to let you know that it's possible. And that's, if you're like me, all I need is a possibility. Okay? Stop making people feel comfortable, right? Stop making people around you happy when that results you losing yourself. Forget that. If somebody can't handle your greatness, then you know what? Maybe it's time for you to find another circle. If somebody can't handle the best you, the happy you, the fulfilled you, maybe it's time for you to move around. Maybe it's time for them to move around. Like, straight up. Life is too short to settle. Life is too short to live miserable. Life is too short to be unhappy. Like, forget that. Don't you realize, like, tomorrow ain't promised? I really want y'all to get that. Y'all realize that, right? You heard me say this 1,000 times. 150,000 people die every day. Every day. 55 million people a year, right? 55 million people are going to die this year. And I refuse to spend my whole entire life pleasing people who could care less about me, i.e. social media, i.e. strangers. Like, for real. A lot of us keep our gifts, our talents wrapped up, our calling wrapped up, because we're so afraid of what the world's going to think. We're so afraid of what people that don't care nothing about us is going to think. I know it's easier said than done, but you got to stop caring about the people who could care less about you. Please, please. And I understand if it's a relationship, you're addicted, right? It's just like a drug. Love is the strongest addiction, but you got to break that addiction. You got to go through that process. And if you want to be coached by me, TrentLive.com. I can help you through that process. But it's time for you to stop living in your limitations. It's time for you to stop living such a responsive life. It's time for you to stop being led by life, right? Meaning life leads you. Wherever life goes, that's where you go. Life gives you stress, you accept it. Life gives you hard times, you accept it. Life gives you hate, you accept it. Forget that. People that make an impact, and I've been saying this whole year, people who make an impact. And when I say make an impact, you don't have to have 5,000 people watching you to make an impact. Okay? Because I remember when it was 2, 3 people, 4 or 5. There's awesome single moms. There's awesome mothers, stay-at-home moms. Their moms at work, their dads, single dads, stay-at-home dads that are making great impacts that you will never hear about. So when I say make an impact, when I say live at a high level, people that live at a high level live an intentional life. They're very intentional. They lead life. They don't. When the world throws hate at them, they don't accept it. They know who they are, right? When failure pops up in their face, they don't believe it. They know who they are, and they keep pushing. And that's what life is about, man. Too many of us, we surrender to our pain. Like we just quit. Life is too hard, so we quit. Make your pain surrender to you. Make your pain surrender to you. Please do not give up. Do not give up. And if you follow me, I'm not going to let you give up. Not on my watch. I'm living in full confidence. I'm turning up the knob, and I am going on a mission to rehab the world even more. And I'm going to need your help. I'm going to need all these rehabbers in here to turn up the knob on their confidence. Because, see, people try to make you feel like being confident is a bad thing, right? People will make you try to feel like that, like being confident is cockiness. Nah. That's totally different. Confidence is a good thing, right? Confidence means that, for faith, it means that, shoot, I was created by an awesome God. Why wouldn't I be confident, right? Confidence means, man, I done been through a lot and I survived it. Why wouldn't I be confident moving forward? Confidence is when you know that what you were created to do and be. Why wouldn't you be confident? There is a pull inside of you, and a lot of us, we have that feeling inside of us like there's something greater, there is something greater. You just got to go do it. And like, don't allow social media to rush you. Like, the thing that the problem that we have today is that we live in a comparison world. So many of us are afraid to start small. So many of us are afraid to admit that we're not perfect, right? We're trying to protect our brand. We want people to think that we have it all together so we can impress people. Forget all that. That's the greatest prison you can live in. I'm not perfect. I got my flaws. I got my insecurities. I go through my doubt. I go through my fear. But you know the difference between me and most people? I go through it. I don't stay there. I experience it. I don't stay there. I have my emergency exits. What is that? That means that when I go through things in my life, I know exactly where to go to when that danger comes into my life. Period. Facts over feelings. You guys heard me talk about it 1,000 times. So I go through my stuff too. I'm a human being just like you. But I just refuse to live in a negative state. I refuse for my perspective to be my prison. I refuse because it doesn't do nothing. I refuse to believe anything that doesn't serve my life, doesn't grow my life, doesn't progress my life. I refuse to do it because there's too many people depending on me. My family depends on me. You guys depend on me. So I'm going to be the best me. I'm going to be the greatest me, the greatest you. Y'all feeling this? And I'm sorry I've been going for a little bit, man, but hey, I'm out here making things happen for you guys, man. Trust me. I appreciate it. You woke me up for real this time, living the life I was meant to be. Yeah, don't waste your life on nonsense, man. Like, don't waste your life. You only get one of these things. You know, why waste it? Why? Why waste it? Why waste it? I mean, I can go down the list of what people waste their stuff on. Thank you. I appreciate it. Everybody going through a struggle, I'm praying for you, okay? I'm praying for you. And I need everybody who doesn't follow me on Instagram, go to Instagram right now, okay? Send me a DM, say you came from here, go under go watch me in Fiji. Like, let that be inspiration to you. Like, go watch me in Fiji and just go see the impact that was made in Fiji. I was rapping at that time, but I say that because that started from somewhere. That started 10 years ago when I was in my mom's room thinking that, not my mom's room, in my mom's house, in my room, thinking that my life was over, thinking that I had nothing more to my life. I want y'all to get that. Like, I know what it feels like to be at rock bottom, but I know what it feels like to rise from rock bottom. I know what it feels like to rise above. And that's why I'm always trying to give you guys inspiration, motivation. And if you're part of Trent's Inner Circle, you know you get the application part, right? Because I have time to actually dive in deep. When I come on here on live, I don't have that much time. I have about 10 minutes, 15 minutes. So I hope this inspired you to make you want to move, to make you want to progress towards transforming, because just hearing it, it's not enough. I want to be clear about it. Like everything I said tonight, if I'm being real, less than 1% of people on here are actually going to do something. Most people are going to be excited. And then when life comes back up, when inconvenience shows its face, the inconvenience monster shows its face, that commitment goes out the window. Because too many people depend on motivation and inspiration in their life. What are you going to do when you're not motivated? Who are you going to be then? When you're not inspired, who are you going to be then? Is that same person going to show up? Or are you going to fold? And most people fold. Most people go back. Loneliness, right? Most people move on until they start feeling loneliness. Most people don't know how to be alone. Most people don't know how to enjoy their own company. So they go back to a situation where they settle because they think something is better than nothing at all. You know, when people ask me questions now, I ask, what are you going to do about it? Like, okay, we understand that. We know it. What now? What are we going to do about it? We just going to keep complaining about it? We just going to use it. I'm going to say the word excuse because I want this thing a little bit. We're going to keep using it as an excuse, or are we going to do something about it? That's the thing. So everybody asking me questions, right? What are you going to do about it? That's my question. That's the mindset I want you in to start thinking about. What can I do about it? What could I change? Because in life, it comes down to two things. You either accept it or you don't. That's life. You either change or you don't, right? Life is simple. We make it hard. I'm a survivor of date rape, verbal abuse. This God is so good, man. Look at that. Everybody just rising above the stuff that was supposed to break them. That's what making the world respect your greatness is all about. And that's what we on in 2019, right? No matter what tried to take us out, no matter what sickness, no matter what person, no matter what abuser, no matter what narcissist, no matter what messed up friend, no matter what job that tried to take us out, we still here. And we still gonna make the world respect our greatness. No matter how bad our past was, no matter how many mistakes we made, we still gonna be here progressing and making the world respect our greatness. That's what it's about, man. Like I want to be clear with that. Like ain't nobody in here perfect. Nobody. That's not an excuse to just do what you want to do. That's not a cop out. It's the truth. Nobody's here perfect. But the things that you're not proud of, what life I feel like is about is it's about taking the things that you're not proud of, the mistakes that you made, the things that you allowed in your life, and allow those things to turn you into a person in a positive way, into a person that makes others proud of you. That's all that I did. I just took everything that was wrong in my life, everything that was bad in my life, and I say, you know what? I'm about to take what was meant for bad, meant to harm me. I'm gonna take it, turn it into good with God's grace and forgiveness, and I'm gonna be a person that other people are proud of. And more importantly, I'm proud of me. And I want you to be proud of you. So stop tripping. You're incredible. You're beautiful. You're talented. You got greatness inside of you. Stop tripping. Those people told you lies. Stop tripping. Sickness might have came in your life. Doctors might have said that, hey, you only got a certain amount of time to live. Stop tripping. You control what you can control. Stop focusing on things that you can't control. All right, and start focusing on the things that you can control. But peace, guys. I got to get out here for real. Love you guys. Let's get it.